Hi, this is Urvi from your video classes, and in this video I'll be talking about the triple A's, that is adjectives, adverbs and abstract nouns. Basically, you get the error related questions from these three topics and how to use them, or rather whether they are used correctly or not, especially in your CGL exam and even in bank PO. They don't ask anything related to rules, but these small concepts are always asked. So let's see them first. We'll be starting with the definitions. Adjective, you all know that a word that describes a noun is called an adjective. An adverb is a word that describes a verb, an adjective or another adverb. And an abstract noun is name of the quality, a state of mind, stage of life, etc. If you want to know more about adjective, adverb and abstract nouns, you can refer to my videos related to the same. In this video, I'm not going to talk anything about the grammar rules. We will be doing only the concepts related to their use. By now, you are clear with the three word classes, that is adjective, adverb and abstract noun. That is the definition. Whenever we know that a particular word is following in a particular word class, things become very easy for us. But how to find them out? For that, the simplest way is make sentences with different words and find it out. Now, in a particular sentence, if you have used a particular word, which word class does it belong? How will you know it? I'll explain you with the help of an example. Say we come across a sentence, Rohit is an honest boy. Rohit is a noun. We know that honest is a word that describes Rohit. What kind of a boy is Rohit? Rohit is an honest boy. So, honest is an adjective. Whereas, Rohit worked honestly when I say this. Rohit worked honestly. The word honestly is describing or modifying the verb worked. It is telling something more about the work. How did Rohit work? Honestly. So, honestly is an adverb. Rohit was paid for his honesty. What was Rohit paid for? Honesty. Honesty is an abstract noun. I have given a table containing some adjectives, adverbs and abstract nouns. Whenever you are practicing, it will be better if you start making sentences using them. That will help you to have a command over the language and you will never make a mistake in the use of this triple A. An adverb generally has a suffix ly, whereas abstract nouns have any double s, ty, tion, sion. But again, as I say, these suffixes are not assigned to a particular word class. So don't go by these suffixes. Yes, they will help you out when you are learning. But best way is start putting them in sentences. Say we take beautiful. And the sentence we can make is, Kiara is very beautiful. Most of you will agree with me that Kiara is beautiful. Now, how is Kiara beautiful? So, it is describing Kiara. So, it is an adjective. Next word we will take clearly, and we put clearly in a sentence. The rules were mentioned clearly in the circular. How were they mentioned? Clearly. So, clearly here is an adverb. See, I can take the same word and make three sentences that is the same word, like say beautiful, then beautifully and beauty. But then you will not learn to make different sentences. So, I am giving you random three words in three different forms so that you know how a sentence is constructed. Now, let us take one abstract noun. We take truth. A sentence with truth. Truth always wins. What always wins? Truth. Truth is a noun and we know it is an abstract noun. Like this, you can make, that is transform a word that is an adjective into an adverb into an abstract noun, and vice versa. So practice that also. Few more sentences we will see. MK5, a prosthetic hand is made entire with Lego pieces. At first glance, we don't find any error here, but read it again. MK5, a prosthetic hand is made. How is it made? Entirely. Entire is a noun form. We cannot use it because it is describing the verb made. It is telling us something more about verb made. So we have to use the adverb form, and the answer should be MK5, a prosthetic hand is made entirely with Lego pieces. This hand is actually made by David Ogilvy, who himself does not have a forearm, and he has developed this. Isn't it encouraging and motivating enough? See, this was just an example, a sentence. In the exam also you will get the same way, either in error rectification or sentence improvement. So read the sentence carefully to find out where the error is, and that is what we are going to practice now. He said that the cuckoo sings sweet. What will catch your attention first? Verb, obviously. Said and sings into different tenses. But no, that is not the error. He said that the cuckoo sings. Okay, cuckoo sings. Singing of cuckoo is a universal truth. So sings, that is in simple present tense, is correctly used. But the word sweet, which is a noun, is wrong. How does it sing? Sweetly, an adverb form should be used, and answer should be, he said that the cuckoo sings sweetly. The next sentence is, they could succeed because of his courageously efforts. How could they succeed? Because of his courageously efforts. See, they and his pronouns singular and plural, but we need not change them. But the word courageously is an adverb. But what is it modifying? It is telling us something more about efforts. And efforts is a noun. Is it an adverb or an adjective? No, it's a noun. So we should be using an adjective form here, and the correct sentence will be, they could succeed because of his courageous efforts. That is the adjective form. Success of a person depends on his ableness to communicate. Success of a person, we don't find anything wrong there. Depends on his, again, there is hardly what? There is no error there. Ableness, we know that any double S will make a noun form. Ableness to communicate depends on what? His ableness to communicate. There is no error in the sentence as such. Correct. But the word ableness does not exist. The correct word form is ability, and the sentence will be, success of a person depends on his ability to communicate. So you have to be quite vigilant while you are reading the sentence. Be very attentive. These small tricky errors, and you lose your marks, which you don't want to, right? So be attentive, be vigilant, prepare well before you go for your exams. Just revise with such short videos. See you with some other topic in my next video. Till then, keep practicing. Bye-bye and take care.